Is it going yet?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for Scorpio. So your dreams need to have a practical plan here, and you need to show people who you truly are, because a very tough cycle is about to approach. There's a situation with an ex that's about to explode, but you need to know that you are good enough. I have to check. Okay. I had to make sure I can hear myself. And you don't have to work through your fears already, because you already did. You don't need to choose a new direction, but your dreams do need to have a practical plan when it comes to decisions being made. There's a situation with your ex that's about to explode, and something's unlikely to happen. You are good enough, but the answer is no. You need to show the world who you truly are, because the answer is not yes, because somebody doesn't trust you, and there's no trust. Okay. Could be dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo. This is about your career. An Aquarius and a Capricorn. But your dreams need to have a practical plan. You're heading in the right direction, but you need to have something practical. The month of April could be significant. There's too much concern about sexual matters. So someone's going to be leaving your life here. The church bells are ringing, because unsettled times are here. I just said that. And you need to plan ahead. There is too much concern about sexual matters, and there is no excitement concerning the situation. There are problems that need to be solved, and you need to seek out information that will help you. Vine and rabbit. You need to be careful here and do not take any risks, because there's problems to be solved. All right. But somebody is leaving your life, and there is unsettled times that you need to plan ahead because of the situation that you're involved in. You need to be careful that you don't take any risks and get more information, because there's dealings or relationship with a man, and there's too much concern with sexual matters. You need to triumph over your obstacles here. An eagle could be significant. You don't need to increase your efforts to achieve your goals. You do not. You're being protected right now from negative forces beyond your control. So whatever is going on in your life right now is definitely meant to happen for a reason. And you're being protected by God, because there's a lot of sorrow here, and somebody's going out of your life, or the end of a situation is near. We have the casket, and there's a lot of sorrow here. Could be concerning a new home and your attitude. Somebody here could be getting a great fortune concerning a new home. But there's a lot of sorrow here, because somebody here is going out of your life, and the end of a situation is here, and you're being protected. Because there's dealings or relationship with this man, and you need to be careful not to take any risks. Because somebody that you know is undependable and insincere. And there's dealings or a relationship with a younger man. Okay. Somebody here is not dependable when it comes to juggling a situation or helping you out. That's the Two of Pentacles here. That means you're deciding that a situation is not too much work because there's dealings or relationship with a younger man here. And somebody here is acting insincere concerning their savings, getting the help that they need. Yeah. Concerning savings, holding back, making good business decisions, you're going to be getting coached on this here. And you're going to be shining a light on this situation. But somebody here is not getting the help that they need. They're not getting the help they need from the doctor. And you're going to be shining a light or getting counseled on, coached on a situation concerning your savings. And this is going to happen in perfect timing. Some of you are going to get a fortune. Literally, like, but this will be exposed in perfect timing concerning these savings, holding back. You couldn't finish. Okay. Yeah. When it comes to getting together with friends. Yeah. Holding back. So don't be tempted to lower your standards because there's discord among your family and your friends when it comes to getting together with friends because there's enemies here. And there's no more second chances. Somebody's going to be making a decision or a judgment's going to be made against them. There's no more second chances. Because somebody, there it goes. And then, that's right. Because somebody here is being a con artist and they're not being sincere when they're making an offer here. This is somebody that's always in a bad mood. They only help you out when it's convenient for them. And that's why they're insincere and undependable. Concerning a path of money that's waiting for you. Exactly. These are right on concerning a gift of money. But somebody here, they have enemies and a decision's being made against them because they were being a con artist here concerning a gift of money. And there is a pathway here with money for you, waiting for you to receive it. Somebody could be sending or exchanging a gift of money. And you're juggling this. You're up in the air about this because you feel like it's too much work concerning this gift of money. Because this person's being a con artist. So money's not going to be coming to you because this person's a con artist and they have a woman here that's only concerned about status. This person doesn't have any resources here. They're not kind and they're not understanding concerning this gift of money. And there's dealings or a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. There is some kind of unexpected money here that there's discord about. So don't be tempted to lower your standards because there is some kind of money coming in and somebody's coming back around. But there's dealings or relationship with this man here and something's not working out because somebody here is not focused. They're not going to be putting the work in. They're not going to be getting schooled on anything because there's worry about investments here. There could be worried about an investment concerning a death because it's right here. And somebody here is not focused. They're not going back to work or school. And something here is just not working out. So, an opportunity that was being offered to you falls through. So you do not need to get your shit together. The financial opportunity. Yep, it's all over here. Because somebody's only worried about right now. This is not a wealthy man. They're very stubborn, especially when it comes to coming into a union or love. This person's very greedy and selfish when it comes to relationships and love. But this person's only worried about right now. And they're acting selfish concerning this relationship. So I wouldn't be taking any chances here. There is a friend that's going to be entering your life. You'll be stepping outside. But some of you could be not taking any chances when it comes to like a gym or like, oh wow, problems. There could be issues. You're just not taking any chances, and you will be stepping outside because this person's only worried about right now concerning this love, this relationship, this partnership, or this union. And my cards are messed up. Okay. Ooh, there's an injustice here. All right, so you're going to be listening to somebody who's going to come in here and speak to you. And this is somebody that is divorced and they're in a position of authority. The Queen of Swords. Yeah. So somebody here, you're going to be getting a message and somebody's going to be wanting to speak to you here because there is no disappointment in a friend or a lover here, and there is an injustice. Somebody here is not telling you the truth, and there's lies. And justice is not being served at this time. And you already know this. Causing you to lose a lot of money. There's codependency issues here, and you won't be doing. And this person is watching you and they're being spiteful. And it's causing problems with family concerning this injustice. There is an injustice here. That's when this person doesn't take accountability for their own actions. But you're going to be paying attention now, and you're going to be cutting this out here. You're going to cut out this injustice because you're losing a lot of money. Because this person's being spiteful and they're causing issues with family. There's dealings or relationship with a man with dark hair. And there's discord with family. There's dealings or relationship with a younger man here. Don't be tempted to lower your standards because something is not working out. There is an injustice concerning this money and your savings and holding back. And there is no indulgence here, but there is too much concern about sex. Great. Yeah, and somebody from your past is going to be returning to your life here. There's issues regarding children. And there's issues regarding someone passing away. You will get the news of somebody passing away, but you have somebody returning to your life here. There's issues regarding children, and there is an illness. And somebody here is not willing to collaborate when it comes to taking care of the family. And they could be losing their job or have issues concerning work here. And somebody here is not willing to collaborate on this situation. And they need help. You could be doing some kind of charity work or being kind to someone or feel mercy on somebody because there's an illness here. But somebody here is not willing to work together. And they could have issues at work here. There's no talent. I don't know what the other word is. I can't see it. Or expertise here at all. But there is an illness. And there is too much concern with sexual matters here. He could be dealing with a Gemini. Yeah, especially when it comes to taking a trip, moving things forward. You're going to be balancing out this situation. You're going to be getting in the car, taking a trip, and moving things forward. Let's go. And you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the situation. You need to find balance because you're being tested. Your commitment's being tested. Your patience is being tested. And you see this clearly now that there's conflict and you have no other option because there's bad news at work. It's repeating itself because this guy, this man, is not telling the truth. There's bad news at work. This is something you didn't wish for. There's overindulgence in food, drink, or alcohol. And you see clearly that there's conflict. And you have no other option because this man's not telling the truth. So I see you bossing up and taking control over the situation. Because this is a bad idea to not tell the truth. So you're going to be breaking free and the situation is over. You're going to be exposing this situation being over. You're going to be exposing the situation concerning changes that need to be made. There goes the light. You're going to be exposing that this person's breaking free from this death. This ending and changes will be made. 555 again. And a marriage will take place concerning this death. There is a lot of exposure. The answer is yes. Wow. Okay, I want to see what's going on with these. But there is an illness here, and somebody needs to take care of the family and break away from this bad idea because this person's not telling you the truth, and they're irritated with relatives. There's family problems here, a lot. Problems with career and family. The month of April, it could be important. Yeah, somebody's hustling here, making it rain, focused on money, just getting the bag. And there's bad karma for threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. So somebody's about to receive their karma for threatening somebody, basically. Intimidating somebody. See that picture right there? There's a gun in a pocket. There's a skull right here. There's bad karma coming. Ooh. Yikes. All right, Scorpio. Okay. You might want to hear something because these people know they fucked up, basically. And your friends are real. You got real friends behind your back. Because you're being betrayed here. There's deceit, backstabbing, and traitors. And somebody here is not worthy of your trust. But you do have some friends here that are worthy of your trust. This man here, this emperor, this boss, this dad, this man, he's not telling the truth, and that's a bad idea. Because there's bad news here at work. There's conflict. There's a breakup. Somebody here is not going to be getting a room. So you do not have to check yourself. But yeah, that's upright. That's these two people are involves getting a hotel, a motel, a suite, a business trip, pleasure doing business. Wow. Yep, it's definitely, there's going to be an announcement here and there's going to be guaranteed success because you're highly thought of. All right, we're going to do these cards and then I'm going to do the crime cards after that. Take it how you want to. The real story is going to come out. The real story is going to come out concerning these people, this man. The truth will come out. It's going to happen slowly. I feel a lot of energy with this. As soon as I walked up to the table to do it, I felt a lot of energy. There are karmic lessons in your relationship. So you already learned your lesson, Scorpio, but somebody hasn't. And the real story is going to come out here because this person's feeling tension now because they can't make any moves. It's starting to show, not just on the inside, it's starting to show on the outside too. So y'all are going to start being able to notice the red flags and the signs. But yeah, there's a protective shell here. Someone is keeping their true emotions hidden for self-protection. Yeah, they're not keeping their true emotions hidden anymore. They're starting to speak it, their mind, and they're starting to express that there's tension because they're not learning their lessons here. So the true story is going to come to light because This person is actually being fully open with you, and there is no hidden truths. You already know the facts. The facts have been revealed. Okay. All right, so we have the catalyst here. It's a spark that lights the flame. There is a person here that's going to initiate change for you. And you're going to start setting things into motion because you're going to have the key ingredient here, number 163. Because the love language has been discovered between these people. You've and we have discovered that understanding how to express and receive love finds the key to your heart. And there's a secret code, especially when it comes to the internet. And it's like a love language here. And that's what's being exposed. And they're starting to show because they're getting caught. And this person wasn't telling the truth, this man. I know that. Let me see. Let's see one more of these. All right, so there's oh God, Aries had this. There's a long goodbye coming up. And last time I saw that, somebody got in a lot of trouble. So there's a connection here that's slowly fading without confrontation. And there's a candle slowly burning instead of blowing it out. This is going to be a long goodbye because there's sabotage at work. So basically, there's a spark here that's lighting a flame and setting everything into motion. There's a person here who initiated the change, and there's the key right here. This love language has been discovered. Number 180163. And there's going to be a long goodbye because there's sabotage at work. Last time I saw this, somebody got a lot of charges in court for court or whatever, like real legal charges. And this has a lot to do with this hotel, motel, suite, business, or pleasure. Right there. And this love language has been discovered. Let's see what's going on for the crime. You need to hold back and make good business decisions. All right, so there's definitely issues with family here. And there's no tunnel. This is not a natural disaster, but there is issues with family. Something to do with an underground tunnel. Oh my God. I hope this is not real. Oh my God. Wow. Ooh. Whoa. Wow. Oh. There's a burial here. There's the thunder. Wow. There's a burial here due to an assassination. And there's issues regarding family. There's no issues regarding a tunnel, and this is not a natural disaster, but there is a burial due to an assassination because somebody here was either strangulate. Ah, I can't speak. This is wicked. All right, there's a burial here because somebody has been assassinated, and there's some kind of suffocation or strangulation, but this person's not getting any kind of money rewards or life insurance here. This is not happening by the water, and this is not a crime of passion. They will not be running away from this. They're not going to be putting it on social media because there's not going to be any meeting because they're trying to get out of this situation because they were trying to unalive someone unjustly too. Unjust, like that's not fair. Like, this person's not taking accountability for their actions. There is an injustice here. There's a fake death. This has nothing to do with a grandparent. And this has everything to do with money. Wow. All right, what else do they need to know for this crime stuff, this burial? Ew. Okay. All right, this involves a suicide. So this could be some kind of depression. Yeah, somebody could be getting paid to either fake a death or just not show up and pretend that they're not existing at the moment, like they're hiding out, basically. But this is not involving a grandparent, okay? And this is everything to do with money. So this has nothing to do with the grandparent here. And this is not going to be at a hotel or a motel. But there's somebody here that's depressed and they're getting paid to make somebody sad and make them feel like they don't have a place to go and make them depressed. And they're getting paid to do this. Ugh. All right, so I'm looking at this justice card and I feel that justice is going to be served. I'm just going to predict it because why not? It's just me. Justice is going to be served concerning this gift of money, this burial, these issues with family, this judgment that went against them, the savings, this great fortune. This is not a natural disaster. The love language has been figured out, and now you have some real friends to back you up. Because there's an assassination, there's strangulation, there's threatening words. These people are getting a room, and there's going to be a long goodbye because a marriage is going to take place here, a business agreement. And there's a lot of exposure here. All right, perfect. Somebody here could be going to prison or a mental situation. Somebody here needs help because they're stuck. And they can't even be mad about it because there's a marriage here and it's cursed because there's hate concerning this marriage and there's worry, stress, and sleepless nights because of this. The walls are closing in and they're about to get some bad news. And they got a good idea to not keep this to themselves because there's a death involved in this situation. There could be a lot of discussion concerning a death because this is not your sweetheart and you're not learning your lessons. So you will be getting good news concerning an adventure because there's a robbery here and this person's not going to be getting a reward and they're not going to be saying anything concerning your savings and they won't. You'll be making memories here because they're not stopping concerning their savings. So there's strategy here, there's temptation and there's bribery here, and this person is not your friend. And this is not a natural disaster. You do have somewhere to go. You need a compromise. Wow. Okay, so the walls are closing in on these people. The number 15 could be important. But yeah, they're removing the walls built by cultural differences, sexual orientation, or other divides that once seemed unbreakable. There is no more space for denial, only for resolution. So the walls are closing in on these people here concerning the sexual stuff. And there's no more space for denial. They can't deny it anymore. There's only room for a resolution. So this person's actually chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections, valuing wealth over emotional bonds, and there's profit that's been prioritized and the heart is overlooked. So it's all about, if it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. So somebody here looks like they seem like they're different on the surface, but underneath they have a mask on. And they're actually more similar. They're mirroring you, basically. They're more similar than they actually are thinking. And there's a lot of exploitation. This person wears a mask when they're in the social media issue, and they're a completely different person behind the scenes. There's a lot of exploitation. Others have power over you. You know, you do to what they know. Suffering from exploitive labor practices. I already said that one, but yeah, that's crazy. There's a lot of exploitation, and I'll take these two. Yeah, and these people, is the tension starting to show. I keep getting that, and I felt that here. And there's going to be a long goodbye because these people got caught with their love language here. The walls are closing in, and it's exploitation. The key word is exploitation. So you need to compromise here because this person has a lover that they keep at a safe, different distance. I'm sorry, I can't read it. And avoids being emotionally vulnerable. Yep. Won't do pictures. I think this is funny. I'm sorry. I have to hold it up so y'all could see the picture. I'd laugh if it wasn't so serious. But it's kind of cool. Alright, so what should they do? Don't let your pride get into the way because your pride's taken over when it comes to being around someone and gaining off their personal gain. Because there's no reward. Because there's an illness here. And this person's not your friend. They're not even being friendly. They're an enemy and it's causing conflict and you're not getting the help that you need. You're not being fed. You're not feeding into this conflict because there's a commitment here. And this person is trying to control the situation through tarot, through the psychics, through the readers. Because they feel like this is their fate and they're not stopping giving this gift. But there's fright and they're scared. Because they're making a promise to get all these gifts and there's no reward. They're making promises they can't keep, and somebody's not going to be getting a gift here because there's conflict over it. If there wasn't, there is going to be. And somebody's not ready for this. They're not even prepared for this injustice because there's no evidence. And somebody here is not learning their lesson, and they're not persevering. Because this is not a couple here, and there's no reservation. Because this person's not taking care of anything. And you don't need to compromise because there's no blessings. And they're just not saying anything. So, all right, I'm done for Scorpio. I hope y'all get a good something out of that. That was a long one.